Hello and welcome to Gunning for the Top. By this stage you will know we are going to do one more season of this particular series, just to see if we can improve on the last season. First season we did okay in the winning the Europa League, the Carabao Cup, the FA Cup, but we missed out on the Premier League, and obviously we weren't in the Champions League. This season we've won the Carabao Cup, we've won the Premier League, but we've missed out on the FA Cup and the Champions League. So we're going to go one more season just to see if we can improve on that this season, and if we can, fantastic. If we can't, we'll leave it at that and just say, well, we've had a good try. Anyway, don't forget, if you've enjoyed the series so far, leave me a big thumbs up, and obviously subscribe to the channel and hit that notification button for all the updates on this channel as we go. But without any more to do, let's have our end of season review and transfer special. Hello and welcome to episode 25 of Gunning for the Top. My name's Mark, and on today's episode we have the end of season review and the transfer special, and we'll obviously be seeing who we can pick up in the transfer window, and working our way through to the start of the season, and I will reveal who we are playing and the fixtures in just a short while. But first, let's have a look at the table as it finished before we do our review of the season, proper review of the season. This is how it finished. First, we were top, 97 points, 7 points clear of Manchester United in the end, and looking quite good. Goal difference of 84 as opposed to Manchester United 60. Chelsea in third place, Liverpool in fourth, Manchester City in fifth, and Wolves sixth. So Manchester City and Wolves, I believe, will pick up the Europa League places. And I also understand that Everton, we'll have a look later, Everton have actually managed to pick up the spare European place. Why instead of Tottenham, I'm not too sure, but I'm sure all will become apparent at some later date. Relegated from the Premier League this season, Aston Villa, Norwich and Swansea. We will miss all of them in our next season. But coming up, going the wrong way, Mark. Coming up, if we have a look, I think it's because the final games haven't been played, which is having something to do with it. So I think we will have to have a look at this. We know that Watford and Southampton will be joining us in the Premier League next season. What we have missed, or what we won't know for the moment, is whether Brentford or Fulham are joining them. So one of those two sides will join us. So far, Queen's Park Rangers and West Brom, I think it is, have been knocked out of the out of the playoff positions. So that is how it is. And so without any more to do, I think it's time for us to have a full review of the season with Arsenal. And here is the new version of the end of season review that we normally have, and can see, and as is usual, it still hasn't been fixed, not in the beta version anyway. If we have to go back or have a look at something in one of these screens, we may have to go around and cycle through the whole screens again. Apologies for that in advance, but that's something that as you know, this is the beta save. It was original the beta save, and as a consequence there are some fundamentals wrong with it. New arrivals in the season. It was a busy season transfer market. Transfers in, Erling Haaland was the top transfer in, £125 million. He made 13 appearances, scored 12 goals in those 13 appearances, and produced 3 assists at an average rating of 7.42. So a good start to his Arsenal career. The board gave it a B-. The board was pleased with the deal to sign Erling Haaland. This is mainly due to the transfer fee paid for the player being a good deal for the club. So that was good. We also brought in Rafael Guerreiro. Both of those players from Dortmund, you will note. He came in for £50 million. Made 39 appearances, 1 as a substitute, 10 goals, 8 assists. A very good return from him, 731. Jose Jimenez came in from Atletico Madrid for £79 million. Made 46 appearances, almost ever present then. 3 goals and 2 assists, 7.26. Luis Felipe from Lazio for just short of £17 million. 37 appearances, 6 from the bench, 4 goals, 1 assist, 7.24. And Dejan Kolsovs, I could never pronounce his name, Kozolski, came in from Juventus for £93 million. 41 appearances, all very similar to almost present. 4 from the bench, scoring 10 times, made 10 assists, which was absolutely fantastic for him, 7.14. And then Gianluigi Donnarumma came from Milan on a free. I don't know how we got him for free. He made 59 appearances in that season, an ever-present, and got a 7.06. Dani Ceballos, who came in on loan from Real Madrid, 29 appearances, 7 from the bench, 3 goals, 10 assists, a 7.05. And Mike Manginan, a goalkeeper, 26-year-old, came in for 7.6 million. I do think we will probably be moving him on as we have Leno. I think when we bought him in, we weren't really thinking Donnarumma, but Donnarumma came up on a freebie. So we'll see if we can move Mike Magnan on for a profit as we work our way through the transfer window. Going out, top transfer out was, get it round the right way, is that right? That's not right now. 20 million. Kolasinac going out to Lyon for £20 million. He's made 33 appearances, 5 assists. I presume this is for his new club. Ian Maguire going to Manchester United for 1.08 million. He's not played anything or done anything since. Mustafi has gone to Dortmund. He's made 1 appearance and a 6.60. Pablo Mari, he went away for 21 million. 4 appearances, 1 assist, 7.15. Guendouzi has gone to Milan for 16 million. 12 appearances, 24 from the bench, 4 goals, 2 assists, 6.76. And the others going out, I will leave you to have a look at. Mesut Ozil going to Eintracht Frankfurt, played 33 games for him, 6.96, 2 goals and 7 assists. Yeah, quite a few going out, various things. Most of them, a lot of these are on loan, of course. So they are the arrivals. Oh, sorry, that was loans. That wasn't loans out. That was transfers out. Loans out here, as you can see, lots of loans out. And I'll probably best loan out. Raised us the biggest amount of money as well was Runnison for 65,000. An average rating of 7.12, and he was at Sporting Lisbon, and yeah, that's where everybody had been for the summer. In fact, no, 304. Gabriel Martinelli, 348,000. Didn't see him at the bottom here, and he went out to Valencia. So we'll see how that progresses as time moves on. I think it's probably the potential to get, there we are, we've done it, potential to get in the side at some point or other as we progress. So That leaves us with the table as we've already been through, and the board were delighted that the team won the Premier League this season. Final position first, qualified for the UEFA Europa League. Did we? Oh, that was their expectation that we qualified for that. So actually qualifying for what we did was fantastic. An average home gate of 60,175, 99% of capacity, and our top goal scorer was Lacazette on 19 goals. UEFA Champions League, the board expectation was reach first knockout round. We actually went out in the quarter-final. Board delighted that the team reached the quarter-finals. Again, 60,175, 99% of capacity. Nicolas Pepe, top scorer in this competition with 7 goals. Well done to him. And they are the games that we played: Chelsea, Astana, Madrid, Atletico Madrid, Borussia Mönchengladbach in the first round, and then that fateful quarter-final against Paris Saint-Germain, 4-1 down at effectively after the first leg. We came back, beat them 5-2 in the second leg, made it 6-6 on aggregate. They won away on away goals because they scored 2 away goals. We only scored 1. How disappointing. That was the Champions League. The Super Cup, we beat Liverpool. No, we didn't. We beat Manchester United because we won the Europa League. They won the Champions League, and we beat them 2-1 on that occasion. Wasn't expected. Board expectation was it wasn't important. Lacazette scoring a goal. Board were pleased that the team won the Super Cup, and yeah, that's way back in August of last year. The Emirates FA Cup. We got knocked out this year by West Ham. Board were very disappointed. Give us a D for this. They expect us to reach the final as a minimum. Been there, and obviously we were expected to be the returning champions as we had done the previous season. Again, average gate 60,175. Odson Edouard, top scorer with 5 goals in that competition. Not important, but we won it for the second year running. Back-to-back wins for the Carabao Cup, the EFL Cup. 60,175 was our average attendance again. Lacazette and Aubameyang 3 goals each, giving us the top scorers, and the board pleased with the team. Won the EFL Cup this season, even though it wasn't one of our priorities, and that's how we progressed. Portsmouth, West Ham 2-0 win, Liverpool 2-1, Sheffield United 2-0 and 3-1 in the semi-final. And then we beat Chelsea in the final 3-1. Lost out in the Charity Shield or Community Shield by a 1-1 and lost on penalties on that particular occasion, but they weren't judging us because it wasn't important to them. Moments to remember, and the 8-2 away win to Swansea. Goals on that occasion from Pepe scoring a hat-trick, 7 minutes, a penalty after 36 and after 63. Lacazette also scoring a hat-trick at 23, 26 and 32, all in the space of 10 minutes there. And Willan scoring after 45 minutes. It was quite a stupendous first half for sure. And put us in a very good position. So that was our biggest win in the Premier League, 8-2. Match to remember was a 6-0 trouncing of Burnley. Goals from Aubameyang, 2 from Lacazette, Tierney, Edouard and Maitland-Niles getting that one. And the goal of the season apparently came from Kowalski, the Arsenal attacking midfielder, delights fans and pundits alike by scoring a well-struck volley from 26 metres out. We can't do it from this screen. We have to go in this screen, and the chances are we'll have to cycle back through when we come out of this, so just be warned. Here we go. Kowalski's 72-minute strike to see how he got goal of the season. Guerrero with the corner, came out, Kowalski hit it first time on the volley, and it was a very good goal. I'm not sure it was probably the best of all the rest, but I can't remember one. I need to next season remember to pick them out and make a note of them as I go along, possibly see if it was my favourite of the season. But anyway, that was the goal of the season in the 4-2 win against Wolves at Molineux. Financial wise, club reputation previously was 4.5 stars, remains at 4.5 stars. Over sponsorship deals, no new sponsorship deals this season, no new sponsorship deals, so nothing going on there. Sponsorship 113 million compared to 110 last season. Broadcast revenue, we brought in 88.71 million instead of 85.46. that will be the Champions League. Corporate and hospitality, slightly more than last season, 11.77 million against 10.98 million. The prize money we brought in was 90.95 million, nearly 86 million compared to 59.2 million last year, which is a bit strange because you would have thought, even though we were in the Champions League, we won more competitions. So that's got further in competition last season. So, but maybe they weren't the ones that paid us the money. That again possibly is to do with the Champions League. Match day and commercial retail down slightly on the previous year, 3.46 million compared to 3.68 million last year. Again, probably because we didn't play so many games, in as much as we didn't progress through the competitions quite so far. Total merchandise sales was 28.98 million. Of which 8.83 million were non-domestic sales, and we sold 868,007 shirts. Haaland, Pepe, Kowalski, Lacazette and Aubameyang were the shirts that were most in favour. We rotated the team a fair amount this season. However, players that played in a major role in how the season turned out apparently are as follows. This is the team of the season. Donnarumma in goal, Tierney, Luis Philippe, Jimenez and Bellerin in defence, Partey and Guerrero in central midfield, with Aubameyang, Kowalski and Pepe as our attacking midfield, with Lacazette as our lone striker. And that's how the average ratings pipped out for that. Nicolas Pepe with a 7.55. Can we sort them into match ratings? Yes, we can. So Pepe top with 7.55, Guerrero 7.31, Jimenez 7.26, Bellerin 7.25, Luis Philippe 7.24, Tierney 7.2, Lacazette 7.19, Thomas Partey 7.18, Aubameyang 7.16, Kowalski 7.14 and Donnarumma 7.06 as previously mentioned. And Pepe having got 25 goals for the season, didn't actually turn out to be 26. Lacazette was our top scorer, I think. We will discover shortly. Accolades, manager awards that we won this season. We won the manager of the month in October, February, March, and we also won the Premier League manager of the year. Club awards, Pepe, fans player of the season, Nicolas Pepe, young player of the season, Kieran Tierney, fullback, signing of the season, Erling Haaland. The fans were pleased with that, obviously. Goal of the season, Dejan Kozolski, which we've already seen. Alexander Lacazette, 19 goals, top scorer. Willen was most assists, 14, and most player of the match awards, Hector Bellerin with 5, and highest average rating was Nicolas Pepe with a 7.5. Competition awards, Euro Cup player of the season, Rob Holding, and the English Premier Division Golden Glove was run by Gianluigi Donnarumma. He kept the most clean sheets this season. Record breakers, Nicolas Pepe, player of the match, 7. Now that contradicts this, does it not? that may well be all competitions. I'm not sure how that works out. Record breakers, most player of the match awards in the season. Nicolas Pepe 7, Jimenez 16 yellow cards, no red cards this season, so that's the discipline. And Dijon Kowalski had the highest transfer fee paid, £93 million. So, history in the making. Arsenal flew out of the traps and set themselves up for the most magical of outcomes. That's Sport Bible. We won the Premier League, the Carabao Cup and the Super Cup in this season, and a remarkable season for Arsenal. Started superbly, never let up. They are deserved champions. That's from Jean-Jacques Labat from Maxi Foot. So that's our roundup of the season. We are going to have the Club Vision expectations meeting and all the other bits and pieces, and we will come back with our first jump to the 1st of June, so we're just about half a month to go, and see how we're getting on both in transfers and other stuff as well. Well, this may be a very, very short jump because as it currently stands, there isn't a great deal going on. Well, quick look at the finances. We have a transfer budget of £94,387,834. We might use the £4, but not the rest. No, I'm only joking. So that is what we've got coming in. 55% of transfer revenue is made available. So that's what we've got coming in. We got a wage budget of just a little bit over £4 million. That isn't going to go very far, especially if we bring in 2 or 3 players. I do have a few in mind, I think, because we have one slight issue as it currently stands. If I get back down here, you will see from this note we have, we did ask Vinny to have a word with Bellerin to try and sign him up to a new contract, but Hector Bellerin is having none of it. He's unwilling to enter into contract talks with us. He isn't prepared to renew his contract at this time, a result of interest being shown from him from elsewhere, and he is being suited and booted. So we're going to have a look and see how much we can, I won't say get rid of him, but how much we can lose him for. He's worth 57 million, so I'm looking for something around the 70 million mark potentially. If he wants to go. He is wanted currently by Barcelona, which I think is why he's turned his head. Barcelona, and I've also have a hint that Manchester United may be sniffing around as well at some point or other. We'll see is that one. Haven't quite got the club vision up yet. I don't think it has changed a great deal. 5-year plan, next season, challenge for the Premier League, reach semi-finals of the Champions League. Haven't really got a great deal else. We have asked for the training facilities to be improved, so they've agreed to do that. That's pretty much where we are really. Transfer wise, just have a quick look. There isn't a lot going on. Josh Jeffrey, that's to do with backroom staff. Nothing else going on. As you will see, it's all quiet on the Western Front. So quick jump into the transfer history. Nothing happening. Erling Haaland, last person in at the end of the transfer window from the winter, and Eddie Nketiah going out on loan at the same point in time. So nothing happening up to date, which means that we'll have a quick jaunt forward to the 1st of July, and maybe, just maybe, things have started to happen. Right, you come back. First things first, let's have a look at the club vision. We do have that updated now, and this is where we're at. So 5-year plan, work within the wage budget. We're struggling with that at the moment, but I think we start to push some people out on on loan and some players leaving us, then I think we will probably bring that back into the realms of okay. Minimum 4-year contracts for first team players. Champions League reached the semi-final minimum. Premier League challenge for the Premier League, reached the final of the FA Cup. The EFL Cup they're not bothered with. The Community Shield we're not bothered with, and then continue to win. The Premier League is pretty much the premise of there. Spoiler on that screen, if you spotted it, well done those people who have spotted it. Let's have a look at the transfer goings on then. We'll start here. Jadon Sancho, he's our person that we're bringing him in this season. He's the one that we've gone for. £80 million, probably going up to a potential of £90 million. He's coming from Dortmund, so we've brought in, for the last 3 players that we've brought in have all come from Dortmund. So Jadon Sancho joins us. For those of you who don't know, Jadon Sancho is English. He's 22 years old. He valued at 72 million there. Look. His current ability is 4-star. 4.5 to 5-star is his potential, so he still has got room to increase. Let's have a look at him full on. As you can see, he can play in midfield, wide midfield, right across the front there, left, right and centre. Can even stand in as a striker if necessary, but his favourite position I think is over here. In any of these positions he is like at least a 4-star or 3.5-star right midfielder. He's 4-star pretty much in every other position, so he's well worth the money. He's injured at the moment though. He's going to be back in about 5 days, so hopefully things will be good for the start of the season for Jadon Sancho. His history, as you'll see, he was at Watford, Manchester City. Manchester City sold him for 6.75 million to Dortmund. Spent some time with their second side, and then he's worked his way up. Last season, 27 appearances, 7 goals, 9 assists, 4 player of the matches, 7.30, and we have brought him in for £80 million. Jadon Sancho is our main person coming in to date. Going out, Taylor Foran. He's youngster. He's gone out on loan to Notts County, and Alan Awart has gone to Everton for £1.4 million. 1.4 million, 16 youth player. He's gone out in there. And then as we transfer over, our next big signing, Frank Sissé, comes from the Ivory Coast, and he is currently a 4-star current ability, a 4-star potential ability. Could be a 5, bordering on a 5, but overall he looks quite good as well. He's coming from Milan for 48 million, and this is what we bought. We bought a central midfielder, can play in that or as a defensive midfielder, and then a push he can go back in and set up as a defensive central defender as well. Previously Stella Club, Atalanta, Cesna back on loan, Milan. He joined in 2017-2018 on loan, 3.5 million for 2 seasons, and then they paid 16.25 million for him, and he spent another 3 seasons there playing. 25 games last season, 2 goals, 4 assists, 1 player of the match, 6.80. Probably do with him doing a little bit better than that. We've paid 48 million for him to bring him to Arsenal to give us a bit more in midfield. Going out, you'll see we have had quite a few. Trio Coyle, he's gone out on free. These are the players that were released. Catalan Sijan, James Sweet, Keon Edwards, Zach Awi and Nikolai Muller have all gone out on frees. So that's where we are at the moment. Team report. Let's have a quick look at the squad depth. As you'll see, we are pretty much okay. CC coming in as probably our best central midfielder here. But yeah, I think we are pretty. I don't think we're desperate for anybody anywhere particularly. In the transfers, a few things going on. Odson Edouard, he's not happy. He wants to move on, and basically we've said to him, yeah, that's fine, you can go. And at the moment, he is looking to go out on loan to Manchester United for £300,000 a month, just over. But they have put a £37 million optional future fee on him. And I think we're in the process of trying to negotiate that. Obviously 57 million, but if we go back to Odson Edouard and we look at the thing, we actually paid 24 million for him. So if we sold him for 37 million, we've still made a little bit of a tidy profit on him. So yeah, I think we're okay there. 24 million in from Celtic. I think it's good business if we can shovel him on for 37 million. No, that sounds bad. And Billy Vigar, we have 4 offers in for him at the moment to go out on loan. He is one of our younger players. Right, I think that is pretty much all said and done on the transfer side of things. We have had the fixture list in though, however, and we are going on camp to China. And then we've got a home friendly against Villarreal, and then a away friendly against Saint Etienne. We have Community Shield game against Manchester United, our old rivals Manchester United, and then our first 2 games of the season, which we will see in the next episode. Liverpool at home, Manchester City away. I have checked, and the home and away ratio thingy, it has worked itself out. It has sorted itself out. What I didn't do just now, when we were having a look at the early bits, let's go to the Premier League, and if we go back, we go league table and go back to the previous season. What we can actually do here is we can actually have a look at the records. So the home record last season, Manchester United had a better home record than us, and bearing in mind these figures are slightly out of kilter, as we've said, look right for pretty much everybody else apart from us. We played 1 less game at home, so yeah, we had Manchester United better at home than us by 1 point, as it turned out. They drew, and that was because we played 1 game less, I think. That would be the thing, and Liverpool played 1 game more, which was the thing that was wrong. We were better away from home. We played that 1 game more, which probably did help. And our last 5 games, as you'll see from the run-in, we were... one thing it doesn't do, which it did before, when I should have done it in the first look when we looked at the league table, should have shown you then, because actually it did show you first half of the season, second half of the season. We did actually win on both ends of the season, so we were consistent. I think 49 points gained in the first half of the season, 48 in the second half of the season. But yeah, the last 5 games on the run in, we won 4, drew 1, albeit it felt very, very difficult. 13 goals for, 1 goal against, and 13 points. Manchester City getting the same amount of points as us, but Manchester United, our rivals, getting 1 point less, which I think at the end of the day was the fundamental difference between us and them. Can we actually see now who else has come up? Yes, we can. Fulham were promoted from the playoffs. They obviously beat Brentford in the playoffs and will be promoted. So Watford, Southampton and Fulham are the teams that we will play this season. And as we just saw from the last screen, we'll be saying goodbye to Aston Villa, Norwich and Swansea. They're the teams that we will miss. Right, without any more to do, let's go through to our final hop, really right up to the day. Any more transfers and stuff going on, this is when we're going to find out about it. And so here we are, pretty much bang up to date, ready for everything to happen for the start of the season. And our first episode 26, which will be coming up very shortly, games against Liverpool and Manchester City in the Premier League. We'll have a closer look at that in just a moment. But in the meantime, back to transfers, and as you'll see, there's quite a bit of activity going on. We'll come to that in a moment. What's been happening since you were last with us? Nothing. It's pretty much as simple as that. Frank Cisse was the last person in. We have had quite a few loans going out, and Nikolai Muller was the last freebie going out. Since then, we've had Billy Viga go to Cheltenham. Odson Edouard has gone to Manchester United for 675,000, but there is an option on him. There is an option on him. Can I open that up? Is it this bit? Yeah. So there's an option to buy him for £37 million. £37 million, and I think, as you saw from the last episode, we paid something like 24 for him, so we would be making £13 million on that, less options and stuff like that. So yeah, so we should be all right. 67,000 is the monthly cost. 675,000 loan fee plus all the other bits. So that will ultimately get him off our books, assuming Manchester United take him on full time. So hoping he plays well for them. Jack Henry Francis goes to Boston United. Miguel Aziz gone to Wigan. Arthur Akunwu has gone to Yeovil Town. Patino has gone to Coventry. Nikita has gone to Getafe, which I'm not sure. It must be in Spain somewhere. La Liga. Yeah, so he's gone to Spain to play his football for another season. Quite a good deal that. He's gone out on loan. Marcelo Flores gone to Hull City. And Joel Idio has gone to Sunderland, all going out on loan. I'm sure we haven't let Nikita go for nothing. Have we? Contract info. They're paying us 42,500 per week. No, we have let him go, and we are paying his wages, which seems a bit bonkers, really. Quite sure we've done that, but anyway, he's gone. So that's where we are at. But if we go back here a little bit, I think we can see some irons in the fire. We've got Mike Magignan. We talked about previously, said that if we could move him on, we would do so. He came in last season from Lille for $7.5 million. Currently, we have a bid in for him for $16 million, so we doubled our money on him. So that's quite good. Runner Alex Runnerson, Bristol City, they want him on loan, and we're looking to let him go on loan, but they have a potential for nearly £11 million to take him on. At the end of that, and potentially with add-ons will go up to £13.5 million. So probably a little bit short of our valuation for him, but we're prepared to accept that. We have actually offered him out as well, but we've not had anything else in. We are looking to bring in, so they're the outs. Also going William Saliba. He's been offered a loan contract with Parma, with a view to buying him for £13.75 million, which fits with our valuation with him, so we're okay with that. Cedric, not a lot of game time last season. We have actually had an offer in for him for £15 million from Napoli. So he may well be on his way out. Cedric going to Napoli, and that will lighten the load a little bit, and wages as well. His wages are 65,000, so that'll bring that down a fair chunk as well, which would be quite good. William Silber, 40,000, so there's 100,000. And when you look at our finances, we're a couple of 100,000 over, so not quite 100, couple of 100. We'll be very close to that with a few tweaks and stuff. We'll be fine. Couple of midfielders, Gabriel Martinelli. He is being offered a loan. I don't think there's a buy on. No, there's not. So he will stay with us. 21 years old, enthusiastic winger. I think he's got possible for us in the future, but 140,000 a month coming in for him. And Outland Mahand, he's potentially going out on loan as well, this time to, where's he going? Sheffield Wednesday are looking at taking him. So they are the things going on, coming in. The only thing we've got in the fire at the moment is Kunde. We did have Hakim, and basically we actually agreed a deal ultimately for him to come in, only for him to want about 235,000 a week. Wasn't going to happen. The board would not pay it. I wouldn't pay it. He was no way he was going to get 235,000 a week. So we are still trailing Kunde, and at the moment we have a bid in 25 million up front, rising to 58 million. Well, they value him at 47.5, so we're above that, and I'm prepared to go to about 60, and that is about my tops. So we are in that. I thought we've made that offer. Yes, transfer offer made. So that's in the ballpark. Anyway, that was as backup to Bellerin. News on Bellerin. Let's find him in the squad. Here we go. Hector Bellerin has signed a new contract. He is with us until 2026. He has signed a contract. He is permanent, and all the interest in him has dropped off because he signed a new contract, and that is that. He was due to go at the end of next season, so he signed another 4-year, including this coming year. So he's tied with us for a while, so we won't be seeing the back of him any time soon, which is absolutely fantastic news, shall I say. Right, without any more to do, we have one little problem at the moment, though. We do have a few people out injured, coming back shortly. Joe Willock, Lacazette will be back, Bellerin is coming back, and Pepe will be back, and as well as Emile Smith-Rowe. But we do have out for a short while, 3 weeks, Jimenez. He's got a sporting hernia. Reece Nelson, the guy that came on and played absolutely fantastic. I made him a promise. What have I made him a promise about? Signing doesn't affect his playing time. Well, Hakimi isn't coming in, so he's got nothing to worry about there. Jimenez out for 3 weeks. Reece Nelson, who did absolutely fantastic in the second leg of the quarterfinal of the Champions League last season. He's out for 3 weeks with a pulled calf muscle. Guerrero is out for about 3 to 10 days with a pulled hamstring, and Cisse is out for 1 more day. He'll be back, so we'll add him to that list. He'll be fine. Get him back in as soon as is possible. So yeah, we're hitting a few injuries at the moment, but hopefully that won't last. We'll clear those up and we'll be looking good. Right, without any more to do, let's have a look at how we've got on in pre-season. As I said, we were in China. Zhejiang Yetang, 5-1 win there. Haaland on the goal, on the score sheet, and Pepe on the score sheet. I think that's when he got injured, to be fair. And then Zhejiang Greentown, we beat 3-1. Goals from Toria, Haaland, and Therese John Jules. Villarreal at home, we won 6-0. Aubameyang with a hat-trick. Willen, Xhaka and Nikita before he went out on loan. And then against Saint Etienne, 6-4 win on that one. Defensive, not fantastic, but we did play a lot of players that wouldn't naturally be known to us. In fact, didn't mean to do that. That's what we wanted to do. Have a look at the team that we played, and you will note a lot. Magnan played in goal. Tierney, Gabriel, Justin, never heard of him. Hasler, Kowalski, Kise, Guerrero, Willen, Saka and Haaland on the bench. We had Hodges, Pepe, Tipper, Joseph, Wood, Hasler and Donahue, and then we had 4 spaces on the bench that we couldn't fill. So yeah, we had a bit of a mix of players there, and that was because I don't know how it happened. It seemed most of the first team were going to play in the under 23s, bizarrely. That was against Saint Etienne, and we have lost the Community Shield, or 3-1. We were goal up at half time. A very lax affair. Thomas Partey scoring after 25 minutes, and then Ole Gunnar Solskjaer must have given him a good old chat at half time, because they came out all guns blazing in the space of 5 minutes and absolutely roasted us. Goals after 52 from Fernandes, Kane after 55, Fernandes after 57, and yeah, that wasn't our finest hour by any chalk in the imagination. Let's have a quick look at the goals, because I think it's worth. There were some cracking goals in there, but as I say, not our finest hour by any chalk of the imagination. Here we are, Sancho to Thomas with a blistering shot from 26 yards out, and that was our goal. And then in the second half, Fernandes getting the equaliser in the space of a couple of minutes, swung ball in, Kane come in with that one, and that was in the back of the net. Kane again, Harry Kane obviously gone to Manchester United. Fernandes, and pokes that one away as well. Did notice on transfers that Fernandes looks as if he's moving out of Manchester United as well, which is quite interesting. Right. Without any more to do, I think that is pretty much the end of our episode, and as I say, we will be coming back in the next episode for the Liverpool and Manchester City games, and hopefully we will get to know who we're going to play in the EFL Cup third round, and beyond that I'm not too sure. We get the Champions League group draw will be around very, very shortly, and we'll feature that at some point in the next couple of episodes. So there we go. I hope you've enjoyed today's episode. If you have, don't forget to leave me a big thumbs up, subscribe and hit the notification button to keep up to date with all future episodes of this and any new series as they are released. New episodes of Gunning for the Top are currently released every Tuesday and Friday at 4:15 p.m. Why not follow me on Twitter at JustOffside2 to keep up to date with what's happening on this channel and lots more besides. Thanks for watching. We'll see you on the next episode 26. See you then. Bye for now.